We are pulling off some really cool intimate seating areas, lots of elevations. We got something really cool happening with some bowls, which I don't even think we should talk about yet. Wait till you see what they're gonna do with these bowls. I mean, we can't even show you any part of it. I don't even want to talk about it. Just wait to the very end. We've got Ed and Weston talking about doing a fish swim up thing, see-through
Koi window.
Koi window.
Secret koi window.
I would say do not try this at home. Can you believe it? It's already week 5 here in the Sandbox studio, and I'm just as excited as week 1, right? Like, and I think I'm really excited because this design from Tussey Landscape is completely unique to itself, a whole lot different than Pacific Northwest. Just gonna be a really cool, different, interesting design, and I can't wait to walk you through that right now. Weston, welcome, buddy.
Thanks. Good to be here.
It's really it is cold. What is it? I think it said 5 on my car this morning.
Where'd you come from? I had -3.
Oh.
Awesome.
So it is cold outside, and this would be the reason I still enjoy, I guess, working in the Sandbox studio, because it's not 5 in here, right? So if we're gonna build a pond in a sandbox is great, and then if it's warm, it's even better. Weston, I was just telling everybody how excited I am about your design, because it's a little wacky.
That would be true too.
But it's not wacky. I think to me it's very flower and garden show like.
Yes.
Like
Yep.
we're pulling off some really cool intimate seating areas, lots of elevations. We got something really cool happening with some bowls, which I don't even think we should talk about yet. Let's just make that a surprise at the end.
That's the attention getter that we
Right.
always strive for with the flower show and displays.
Wait till you see what they're gonna do with these bowls. I mean, we can't even show you any part of it. I don't even want to talk about it. Just wait to the very end, right? But let's kind of walk them through the design. I'm sitting here on our deck. We still have the swings in place. Those may or may not stay here, but we're gonna kind of come down from here through some stairs right away. So we've painted out a couple steps here. Weston, why don't you go stand in the sunken patio?
You gotta follow
This
this.
whole patio
Yeah.
will be like 2 feet deep,
Uh-huh.
2 feet off of your deck, and this will be like a seating wall the whole way around, like a circular seating wall with water coming right up against the back. Basically, the wall is stopping the water. Like, there's no boulders behind it. It's just straight water right up into the cap.
Now, and it's not just a normal seat wall, because
Oh,
what
it's normal.
Oh, it is normal?
Yeah.
Normal to you? What I think I'm liking so much about these guys coming in is they're like, hey, I want to do this, and we're like, yeah, whatever you want to do, and then we just try to figure it out for them. But this seat wall is actually going to have a koi window in it.
Yep.
Might get you a few extra views.
Yeah, exactly. Good headline. I want this to be like a living picture frame for this deck.
Yep.
You know, I want those massive koi, like those big lunkers you guys
Yeah, we'll
have,
bring those over.
kind of swimming around in here. And then the other thing is, like, this is like a big serene body of water. We're making it as big as we possibly can in this space. But I also want like some water action right up against this deck. So instead of putting a skimmer in, we're gonna turn this into, this wall is gonna run right into a boulder here. This is gonna be like a negative edge. So this is our whole basin, still sunken. So right here, water level is gonna be about where the dirt is now. And we're gonna like an 18-inch or 20-inch waterfall, negative edge out of this pond, right into here. So we get that action right up against the patio.
All right, let me explain this for you guys really quick. This is easier this way. Some clean formal stairs coming down right into this area here, kind of an L shape. Big boulder frames that out. You walk down into this sunken patio that's gonna sit here. On the back side of the sunken patio, we have a koi swim up window / seat wall, which would be really cool. The pond takes up all of this space in here, overflows right here, falling towards the house. From here, you would walk in front of that at a lower elevation and then step back out to a bridge that takes you back over into that space. Pond taking up as much space as we possibly can in here. So definitely the biggest pond to date in the Sandbox studio. Lots and lots of water. Cool intimate seating area there. Another intimate seating area over there. And then probably some waterfalls and streams coming from that area. We've got a huge crew. So Tussey's got 5 total guys. We've got Cruxlon from locally here, paver experts here to help and assist with some of this hardscape stuff and learn from us. And then our whole crew. So it is gonna be a pretty epic build. We say that a lot because water features are epic. I don't know, but it's gonna be fun nonetheless. It's Monday. We have tons of energy right now. We're super excited about getting this thing going. Let's see how we feel Wednesday. this big boulder going down is actually going to frame out the stairs that come down over here. You can see the whole sunken patio has been excavated back over here. Pretty soon there'll be a wall going up over there with a capstone, everything else. That swim up koi bench, we'll call it. That you can call it whatever the hell you want. That's what I'm going to call it. So a little difficult. This is one of our largest boulders coming in, pushing the machine to its absolute maximum potential. We're going to get this thing right up next to it. The only thing I would do different if this were a brand new job, that would look amazing if the deck was cut around it, but we'll get it pretty darn close, I think.
No idea what they're talking about. Doesn't matter. But you tell me what's going on.
I would say there's a lot going on for day one. You've got zoo exhibit going on over there. Wall is done, or wall started. We've got Ed and Weston talking about doing a fish swim up thing, see-through
Koi window?
Koi window.
Secret koi window.
I would say do not try this at home, right? When we've had this many conversations about it, it might not be like in the 20-step process that we're used to. Just be careful if you want to do that. It's very, very complicated, very tricky, and if it goes wrong, it goes epically wrong.
Unfortunately, I would say a majority of what Weston has planned, nothing's going to go by the 20-step process.
I agree. I totally agree.
Good.
But this is coming together. Crux is doing a great job down here with the walls and stuff, making some cuts. This patio is going to be cool. You can see that you're standing right in the footing that they started digging out for the stairs.
Yep.
This comes around this way. You got Reynolds checking elevation so we can start doing our stepping stones coming across our reservoir.
Cool.
We put in a pretty big reservoir over here. Pumps are going to sit back behind everything.
Yep.
So we've got these big rocks that'll hide the pump, leaving us some room for plants to even help hide that more.
Excellent.
And then we have stone stairs that are going to start coming in and out of this area.
So you were just kind of showing where those stone stairs were going to come out. What is going to change, if at all, the way those steps work? And I see you've got what I think is a frame rack. So explain to me what the process is when you're building the waterfall and then also thinking about the steps. Do tell.
I'm glad you asked that question. The challenging part is you can't set too many rocks in here because they all have, everything has to work together. The way the waterfall sits, the way the patio sits, the way the pumps and all that stuff sit, have to all work cohesively with the stone steps that are going to come across here. So this first stone step has to be exactly at the same level as the patio there. The next one could actually come down a little bit if I wanted to. Then I want to bring one, I think, in off of this rock, and then we'll start climbing up and out of here into this area, which then has to tie into some type of bridge that comes across the water that leads us over to the shed.
Yeah.
So there's a lot going on, and so every time we're thinking of the placement of the rock, we're often thinking 3 or 4 rocks ahead of that, and how is it going to affect the placement of that third rock later. Woo! Right? So like,
Yep. Well, that's what it is. That's the importance of you and Weston having kind of that pre-production meeting, trying to understand what the vision was, and then just understanding elevations on the project.
What the vision was being the key word.
I think the fun thing about being a pond builder
Hugs.
is
The pond hugs.
is being able to adapt your vision, right? And there's never ever a
I
pond.
didn't adapt anything.
No, I mean, I'm going right off of what I saw. So, you're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome. As long as you don't screw this up.
This is probably going to be your favorite part of the whole feature. So
What you're building right here.
you're lucky.
Yeah.
You're welcome again.
What?
How do you feel about day one so far? We are at about 2:30 in the afternoon.
We're gonna need every bit of the rest of the day to get as far as I wanted to get today, which I think we actually will.